Welcome back home, Joe.
Yes, sir. Good
Homeboy, introduce your players and tell us about your goals this year for the Mustangs.
Yes, sir. Right here to my right, I have Ayden Moody, my running back, my defensive back. Right here to my left, I have Joe Webb, linebacker, running back. Two good guys for my team, great leaders. Guys who come to work every day. Putting guys first and leading the young guys along the way. So these are very good leaders of mine on the team.
Well, Joe, what does it feel like taking over the helm of a program, man? I mean, we know what you've done as a player, and we all respect that. How do you transition that into teaching?
Taking over a program, it's a lot of challenge. Every day, different things that take place that you have to handle as a head coach. But I'm enjoying every bit of it. Like I say, it is a different aspect from being a player and a coach. But I enjoy the coaching aspect just as well as I did as a player.
Well, let's go to Keith Mims.
Keith Mims, WAGG, 610, Summit Media. Coach, it's awful. I'm just so glad to see you. I know you're going to do an incredible job there at Jackson Olin. But my thoughts went this morning as I was thinking about Media Day. Your high school football coach, the legendary Coach Ronald Cheatham, your thoughts on how proud he would be of you for going into the coaching profession and helping other young kids achieve their aspirations and goals. Talk a little bit about Coach Cheatham and how he would feel about you doing this today.
Coach Ronald Cheatham, he's one of the guys who helped jumpstart my career, as a football. He's a guy who would be very proud of this moment. He's a guy who always reached out to me, while I was playing ball, and I always come back to him, in the off season. And when I got done, he's always asked me, "Hey man, when you gonna be done playing so you come coach with me?" So, Coach Cheatham is a great inspiration in my life. And he's a guy, like I say, he taught me everything that I know. And he helped me, get into college and and went ahead and pursued my NFL career.
Follow-up question, Coach. I don't know if you would have a memory of this, but years ago, Birmingham City Schools used to play high school football at what was called Fair Park Stadium.
The carpet.
Taking you back a little bit, Joe.
Yeah.
This is what I wanted to ask you if you would have memory of. I was doing the game, and you had broken your arm during the game. Can you talk a little bit about and bring up some of the memories of that game? Because all I remember is just calling you Joe One-Arm Webb as you beat the entire do you remember what team was it?
That was like maybe the second game of the season. We played against Earl Bennett and the West End.
That's it.
West End Lions. So, it was probably like the first drive of the game. I got hit on their sidelines. They talking crap. My arm messed up. So went to the sideline, just, "Hey, Coach, I got to take snaps from one hand." So I'm taking snaps from the center with one hand. And but the team rallied. We rallied around, and we ended up beating those guys. So it was a great win for the team.
Absolutely. You didn't think I'd remember that, did you?
How you doing, Coach?
Doing good.
Glad to have you home. You played in the NFL, so you're a quarterback. So could it be that you're going to be more will the offense be better than the defense, or which one going to catch up first?
I say every day in practice we compete and we make one another better. It's all about iron sharpening iron. Go ahead.
So when you play for Coach Cheatham, we all know who he is. So will you sprinkle some of his format into your program?
I input a lot of things that he taught me, while he was coaching me and things of that nature. So with a little twist of my own, So he, like I say, he's a great guy. He helped me lead me along the way on my career. Just teach me different things. So yes, sir, I do implement some things he did teach me along the way.
Thanks, Coach.
Now on that note, let's hear from the players.
Yes.
Joe has heard from Coach Cheatham, who we all love. You had a great coach in college and many great NFL coaches. But these young men, they've had, 3 coaches in 2 seasons at no fault of anybody. We know their former head coach was serving the military. They had an interim coach last year. And guys, what is it like now to have a coach instead that's riding with you. And let's start with my man to my right here. What is it like to have your solid coach there and Coach Webb that's going to ride with you the next couple of years or so?
It's good. It's like we building from like the beginning and like not just starting over.
All right, how about you, buddy? How do you feel having your coaching staff in place, no longer interim situation, and you're looking forward to a great season? Talk to us about that.
Yeah, it's a great feeling having a head coach that can stay all year.
Absolutely. Any other questions from the media?
What are some of your goals this year for the players?
Just to get better and better every day, come out and compete every game.
My goal is to compete every game and just do the best I could do. And we all work as a team and win ball games.
Got a couple questions. I'll start with a fun one for the players here. I'm wondering, how much did y'all know about Coach before he came in? You watched some highlights, check him out a little bit. What you think of his play?
I always knew about Coach Webb since being came out Lily practices and stuff. So him just joining our team was just it was good for me. I already knew what it was. So
I think the same thing.
And Coach, for you coming in here, your first year, can you just take me through your expectations for this first season? And early on here, what stands out about the group you have going into year one?
Very hard-working group. Our expectation, just go out and compete every game, take it one game at a time. Obviously we want to win every game, but just go out there and compete, and have fun doing it. That's why I tell these boys every day, hey, you ain't gonna play this game long, so just enjoy it while you playing right now, and let everything else take care of itself.
I do one more for you. So many people have said welcome home to you as they're asking questions of you. Just what does it mean for you to be home, to be building something here in a place where you had your career start?
I feel good to be home, coming back, got a lot of guys who I haven't seen in a long time, working with some of these players. A lot of players on the team, I knew their parents, either when I went to school with them, played with them, whatever the case may be. So it just feels good to be teaching the next generation of things I didn't know in high school. So it feels really good being back home.
All right, well, that's Jackson Olin High School, the Mustangs, led by Coach Joe Webb. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you, gentlemen.